What's going on, dude?
What up?
Got a new co-host here, Mike. I don't recognize this guy.
I know. Who the fuck is this guy, man?
It's Esteban subbing in for the week.
I see that. Yeah.
Clean shaven, looking good, bro.
Yeah, I feel weird. It's coming back. It'll be back better than ever.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know it'll be back fast. Oh, so what's going on, gentlemen? How we doing?
Man, I'll
right.
tell you what. To start off, I noticed. So I joined the fantasy basketball and hockey. We're doing the free league, of course.
Yeah.
And I missed the Monday lineup on both. So basketball, I think I'm screwed. I'm down by like 40 points. But hockey, I caught back up. I'm only down by 2 now. So
Oh, there you go. I always I've said it like every other week. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I missed Monday and the past 113 days prior to that Monday.
What's up, Pop?
I'm 16
Pop,
and 5.
what's happening?
Hockey, man. I was doing pretty good. I'm playing live and 42.8 to 40.7. So
No, not too bad.
Out of everyone that joined, how many people are still paying attention to this league?
I tell you what, the standings, there's like James is 3 and 18. That's probably the worst one.
Oh,
And
That's
then
Jimmy Jams, right?
yeah, so I'm 16 and 5. Sam's 15 and 6. Angela, you're 9 and 12. Pat's 6 and 15. John's 13 and 8. Liv's 12 and 9. Mike, you're 10 and 11. And then Jimmy's 3 and 18.
not
See, I
bad.
drafted so fucking good that I haven't paid
Yeah.
attention. I'm only one game under 500, man.
Seriously,
I'll take
man.
that.
Wow. Not too bad,
That's
man.
pretty fucking funny,
Yeah, it's
man.
round 1 of the playoffs though. And I checked it yesterday. I'm like, oh man, I missed Monday. So I'm like, come on.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, so we got some cool stuff to talk about. We got an event coming up like we spoke about last week. We got the guys, I'll give you updates. I got the Ranger game going, by the way, here in
I got
in
it
the
too,
studio.
so I'll hear 45 seconds after you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Not much time to do it, so let's Angelo, kick us off. Let's get rolling, man.
Yeah, buddy.
This is Sports of Ages.
All right. For all those wondering, we will have a new intro video very soon. Some
Possibly
personnel changes.
by next week. man.
Yeah, by next week we should have a new intro video. So
Sweet.
we got our boy Gator working on it.
Definitely. He's the
So
best,
yeah,
man.
so we got some news and notes, some stuff to talk about. I know I texted you guys tonight, but neither of you replied to me, so fuck yourselves. But that being said, I had a milestone night at jiu-jitsu. I submitted my first person.
Yeah.
Somebody tapped out. I made somebody tap out finally.
That's awesome.
You got triangle? What do we got going on?
No, I actually. So how it worked was, we started rolling. Hey, Janine, what's up? So we start rolling, and I'm trying to think of how this worked now. Okay, so I had him in. I mean, you guys know the terminology, obviously. So I had him in full guard, right?
Nice.
So I have him in full guard, and he ends up trying to go for side control. And as he did it, he was around my side, but I definitely outweighed him a little bit. So I pushed him over, and I got on top of him. So as I get on top of him, I went and no, I lost to the fucking guy the night before. That's another story. But anyway, so I get on top of him and I laid down and put a lot of my weight on his chest, and then I crossed my arms and I grabbed the back of his gi, like underneath his neck, and grabbed like a cross stroke kind of.
Nice.
And I couldn't get it though, so I just quickly put my arms around the back of his neck, like on the ground, and I grabbed my wrist, and I kind of sat up and I pulled his head right into my chest, and then just dropped down and just squeezed.
Oh, the pressure. Ooh.
Yeah.
I put as much pressure as I could on the guy, and eventually I felt him just tap, and I was like, "Yeah,
Got him.
yeah." The night before, a kid had me in a fucking arm bar in like I'm talking like less than 15 seconds. And he's a big guy, you know, and I'm like, all right, I can tell everyone there is fucking younger than me. So we're done. I go, how old are you? He goes, 14. I'm like, 14. I'm like, you realize I'm 30 years older than you? You little fuck. And then, yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. I hear that, Pop.
I agree,
Awesome.
Pop. Definitely.
So, yeah, but I did. I knew what happened to Steve. Exactly.
He's
Had to
gone.
let it breathe, man. Had to let it breathe.
Oh, dude, you totally should have changed your name on your on the
Imagine.
bottom of the screen.
100%.
So anyway, all right, let's get into some news and notes here. Glasses are going on for this one. Okay. All right. So a little hockey news. Okay. So did you guys hear Chris Simon passed away? I don't know if you guys know the name or not.
No, I didn't hear that.
He played a long time. His career was about 11 years. He played for 8 different teams in 9 years. But he passed away on Monday at 52 years old by suicide. But his family and everyone is saying that it was complications of CTE. And
Oh wow.
he's a big dude. Yes, he is a very big dude. And but he had a storied past in the NHL. Okay, so again, 8 different teams.
Damn.
One of the suspensions he got, I actually witnessed what he did, which I'll get to in a minute, because it was horrifying. But he was suspended a total of 8 times throughout his career for a total of 65 games.
Jesus, you missed almost the whole season.
Wow.
One
Yeah.
time he was suspended indefinitely, and then they made it just the rest of the season. He was out.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So he played for the Islanders and the Rangers at different times. Yeah, Chris, for sure. You know, he won a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche years ago. The one season, he actually finished the season as their leading scorer with 29 goals.
Wow.
But when he was on I think when he was on Colorado, possibly, I could have this wrong, but they were playing against the Rangers. And Ryan Holweg on the Rangers hit him from behind, almost from behind, hit him into the boards.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got up, and when Holweg skated back towards him, Simon two-handed him with the stick like a baseball bat,
Ooh.
right across the face. Dropped him.
Wow.
Jesus, what a dick.
He got suspended indefinitely that time, and then they just made it the rest of the season. He was out.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
Going back to when he was a teenager, he got suspended twice for doing the same thing when he was a teenager. Two-handed guys.
Jeez.
Then a couple years later, when he was on the Islanders, and I remember watching this game live. Chris, I know you're going to remember this too. So that one was when he was an Islander also. He was going to they were by the bench, and a guy, Jarkko Ruutu, Simon kind of knocked him down. He went down to his knees. So like picture when your knees and the bottom of your legs are sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was going to the bench and picked up his leg and stepped on the back of the guy's leg. With his
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus.
He got 30 games for that one. I think they might have made him go to like anger management and shit after that.
Holy shit.
He had a serious release.
You should be banned from the league for that.
I thought he was going to be. I'll be honest. I really thought he was going to be, but they let him continue after he got his played out
That's
of suspension
amazing.
and all.
Wow.
That's pretty nuts.
It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And I witnessed it. I watched it going like, what the hell? Like back then there was no texting anyone like, hey, what happened? Like, you know, hey mom, are you done with the phone? I got to make a phone call to see if someone else saw that, you know?
Yeah.
It was insane. But look, I mean, you know, again, I don't want to speak ill of anyone that just passed away. Obviously, he died of suicide. It's a tragic thing. He's got a family, but you got to wonder if he, you know, if they're saying he died of complications of CTE, okay, that's fine. And it's understandable because he fought a lot of guys. He was a big hitter.
Yeah.
But when you look at what you can't blame the stuff he did though on CTE throughout his career because he was doing it when he was a fucking teenager.
Yeah, that's
He got suspended like 4 or 5 times as a teenager in different leagues he was in, you know, for doing really dangerous shit.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how his legacy is. When you guys get some more time, you can just Google Chris Simon and look up the history there. You know,
Yeah.
one of the first guys other than like Yager that played with really long hair too. He had like pin straight long hair all the way down his chest. So yeah, other than that, as far as hockey goes, big game tonight for the Rangers as well as Carolina Hurricanes. We got after this, I think there's 12 games left after tonight.
yeah.
And you know, the Rangers are a game ahead right now of Carolina in the standings. They lose tonight. Carolina wins.
That's trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys know how it is. We've held on to first place for like 140 something days, and yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to shave to make the Yankees roster. You know how hard it is once you're out of first place to climb back in, man.
It's
So
tough, man.
now
Yeah.
is not the time for them to mess this up. You know,
We got Quick tonight, right? Quick's in that tonight.
Yep.
Jonathan Quick is internet. That's another thing I had too. If Jonathan Quick wins tonight, he ties Ryan Miller for the most wins by a U.S.-born goaltender in NHL history.
Wow.
Awesome.
So
That's awesome, man.
you got to imagine the players want to get him this win tonight, man. you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got
So-
we got the Ovi news too, right? He's 50 away from Gretzky now.
Yes, Alexander Ovechkin is 50 goals away. He scored 2 last night,
Yeah.
so now
yeah.
he's 50 away.
I
Yeah.
think he's gonna break it, man. I think. He's
I
gonna,
think so
I
too.
think he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll do it next season.
No,
It's gonna take a couple. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'll take
but
2 more years.
2 more years. And did you guys see the stat line though that Austin Matthews, when they go the same amount of games, Austin Matthews has a higher goal per game percentage.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is
He's another
nuts.
one.
Yeah, Brian, shit's going crazy over here.
Yeah,
man.
Brian, I'm telling you, man. I just took them off and I'm like, holy shit, I got to put them back on. I'm going fucking blind, man.
Gotta
I'd like to
update
get
them.
contacts, but
what the hell should I do? I don't know. I gotta do
I'd like to
something.
get contacts, but I can't touch my eyeballs, man. There's no fucking way.
I'm the same way. That's why I still wear my glasses. I can't do it.
There's
Mine's
no
a
way I
once-
can do it.
Mine's a once every 10-year thing, so don't get used to it. As soon as it comes back in, it's staying. So
Yeah. It sucks though because then I can't see the TV. It's all blurry if I have my glasses on, but whatever. So yeah, again, big games in hockey. Playoffs are about 2 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away. So that's pretty much all I had for hockey for now. Baseball, Angelo, I want you to, or Steven, one of you take this over because I don't know the exact details, but Shohei Ohtani is in some. Well, he's not in trouble. There's allegations. Let's just put it that way.
There's some shit going on right now.
Yeah.
man,
What
for
is
sure.
going on with Ohtani right now?
So yesterday after the Dodgers won, so,
Are they going to play the song? Is the Softy song going to be playing throughout the stadium? Because that would be amazing. Anyway,
I'm
go
okay
ahead.
with that. Yeah.
so yesterday they fired the Dodgers made, well, I think it was the Dodgers or maybe his manager made him fire his interpreter that he's been
Yeah, I read
with
that.
for about 6 years now.
Yep.
They're saying that this guy is being accused of being with some kind of gambling ring issue.
Yeah.
And then
that's not-
they've linked
Not a good look.
$4.5 million coming from Shohei Ohtani to this guy. So they haven't said if this guy is stealing it, if Ohtani knew and gave him the money, or if this money was going towards betting.
Either way, it's
So,
not a good look.
Either
not a
way,
good
this
look
is
either way, yeah.
not a good look at all. I mean, within 2 days, Ohtani has this issue going on, and they come out today, which, I mean, I was going to mention, I don't know why the hell they opened the MLB season in fucking Japan. The game was
Yeah.
on at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, what is that all about, man?
Horrible. But anyways, within 2 days, Ohtani's getting these accusations thrown around his team, and Yamamoto comes out and lets up 5 or 6 runs in the first inning. today.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so, I mean, they have $1 billion between these two guys, and the last 2 days have not been good. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's definitely a weird situation. I'm gonna wait to make a. I don't want to assume anything. We'll wait the next couple of weeks and see what comes out from it. But it's definitely not a good look for him.
No.
definitely not.
Certainly not. It's a bad look for him,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a really bad look. So I don't have I didn't go through all the recent free agent signings and all that stuff in football because there's been another decent amount. Obviously nothing like
Ton. Yeah.
nothing that went on, a week or two ago. But the big ones, I guess, would be the Jets signed Mike Williams. That's a pretty big pickup for them.
awesome.
Huge pickup.
So happy
Yeah.
about that, man. It's really big for us.
The
Yeah.
red zone alone, man, is
Oh my
that's
god.
gonna be fire.
He's-
Yeah.
I mean, every guy he's played with says it turns from a 50-50 ball to a 80-20 when you have Mike Williams out there.
100%.
He's just
Yeah.
that good. So that was one of the ones I had down here too, Mike. I know we didn't talk about it last week because it happened recently. Justin Fields, man, traded to the Steelers.
Justin
Such a
Fields to the
weird trade,
Steelers.
man.
Very weird, man. I mean, the Steelers got him for a bag of peanuts. How did no one else throw out a 6th-round pick for next year?
I mean, I'd
That's
imagine
all it
that
took?
I'd have to imagine they're treating this as like Russell Wilson's on a short leash. No,
100%.
I mean,
Yeah. They,
Like, if you-
I mean, there's reports that they'll cut him after camp.
If he comes out like say he makes the roster, comes out 0-3, like I'm
He's
not
done.
out. You're
Yeah,
out.
he'll be done.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, man. So that was one of them. We had Hollywood Brown signed with the Chiefs. That's a much better weapon for Mahomes. That's I like that signing for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Chase Young signed with the Saints. A little weird, man. They gave him a decent amount of money, and this guy's not even going to be ready for the first 2 months of the season.
This guy's never.
Yeah, he's out for a while.
He's probably not going to play until November.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
that's a weird signing, man. He's having neck surgery next week. That's really weird.
It's pretty, but an interesting. I mean, look, he's. I mean, we all know how good of a player he is. I mean, that's not the issue here, but to throw a decent amount of money at a guy that's not going to be playing until probably November is, or maybe even the end of November. You know?
Yeah, very strange. God forbid anything. It could be pushed back. Yeah, like you said, to the end of.
What
November.
did they pay him?
It came out as 13 mil guaranteed, but I think the official number was 9 with incentives.
Okay,
it's not horrible, but again, for a guy that you're not going to use for the first half of the season, it just doesn't really make sense.
He's collected a paycheck for a couple of months, not doing much.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't remember if this happened last week while we were on the show or not, but Devin White signed with the Eagles. That's another big linebacker signing there. The Cowboys cut Michael Gallup. He's taking visits with the Panthers and the Ravens. That was another thing I had there. I mean, it would be a good pickup for either of those guys. It just wasn't working with the Cowboys. Brandon Cooks kind of took his touches.
He was the odd man out. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Odell Beckham is visiting Miami this week.
I heard that was a good visit.
Yes, yeah. I heard it was today. Yeah, I heard it was a good visit. And Jadeveon
that was earlier today. That's right. Yeah,
was with he visited the Jets today, and I heard that was a good visit as well. No deals got done on either side, but two good visits, man. I mean, it makes sense for both of those guys. Jets getting Clowney to replace Huff would be huge, and I think Odell being a receiver, the third receiver on Miami, would be really nice for them.
Gross.
I mean, that offense is scary as it is. You know,
Yeah,
now you throw Odell into the mix. You know, who doesn't have to be an every down guy? Forget it.
Yeah, exactly. He can kind of just hang back and do what he has to.
Yeah. Ravens feels like a team that's going to fall back. You know what, Chris? I mean, I'll say this: the Ravens, I think, will be a dominant team during the regular season, like they always are, and they're going to lose in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson can't win a big fucking game. It's as simple as that.
He doesn't have to anymore. Derrick Henry can.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that division, honestly, because it feels like any of those teams can really win it. So I just don't know. You know, I really don't.
Henry is a huge X factor now for them because if you leave it in the hands of Lamar, history has shown he will blow the fucking game. And he's done it year after year after year.
Yep.
So I think getting Derrick Henry will take a lot of pressure off him. So
absolutely. Last two things I had here was Jimmy G signed with the Rams. I don't think that really does much. I guess it's a good backup behind.
Not a bad backup to have. Yeah, I mean,
behind fucking Stafford.
There's worse backups to have than Jimmy G. You know.
And Kenny Pickett was traded to the Eagles. Man, another unexpected one.
That's a head scratcher.
Yeah.
I was. I mean, look. We've talked a lot of shit about Pickett. I don't think Pickett is a terrible quarterback. I really don't think he is. I don't think he's going to ever be an accomplished starter in the league.
No, yeah.
I think Pickett can turn into one of those guys that, you know, if you need a couple of games here and there and you have a decent team around him, he'll do okay.
Get you.
Yeah, he'll be like an average backup, you know.
Yeah, you know, he's got talent. I mean, he's just, I don't know. It's just
his hands. His hands are tiny. He just doesn't make great football plays, honestly. I think his IQ is a little low. But who knows, man? We'll see. He's not going to play at all this year, so it don't matter.
Yeah, it's not going to make a fucking difference at this point. Yeah. So. On the Pittsburgh bet. Yeah, Chris, I could see, you know, whether it's Wilson or it's Fields or whatever, just, you know, look, it's Tomlin, okay? And we've talked about it time and time again. Yep. They go to the playoffs every year with no quarterback. You know, I mean, so
yeah, it's so true.
With either one of those guys, I think, Chris, I saw that too. I don't think that's going to happen though. I think Russ will come out week 1 as the starter. I really do.
I think so too. I think he'll like Steven said, he'll have a short leash. You know, 3 weeks. I mean, if they're not clicking and he don't have, you know, say 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions throughout 3 weeks. You know, a 300-yard game involved. I think they just say, we're cutting bait. Let's go. Let's ride with Fields, man, because he's a young talent that will listen to Tomlin. Maybe not plant his head. You just don't know about Russ. I know his numbers were good, and we shitted on Russ to start the year. They finished out solid. I kind of reviewed it.
He had a good year.
A lot of his yards were kind of garbage time. A lot of his touchdowns as well. He didn't have a lot of interceptions, which was good, but he just wasn't. He wasn't good enough from quarter 1 to 3. Where it where the Broncos wanted to keep him. You know, so
1-0 Boston.
oh fuck,
Brutal.
Yeah.
that's fucking brutal. Oh, brutal. So yeah, I mean, I think the Steelers can be good if they. I think they need to get another receiver in there, and I think if regardless of what quarterback it is, if either quarterback can figure it out, I think they'll be all right, man. That's why that division is going to be so tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, man, for sure.
That
One of the better
division's tough
divisions.
every year, man.
Yeah, you just don't know who's going to come out on top. I feel like they'll all be around 9, 10, 11, 12 wins. But
Totally.
You just don't know which team is going to be the one winning it.
Yeah, man, dude. Quick made like 3 or 4 ridiculous saves in a row, and they still found a way to get a rebound in past them.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, that's not on your goaltender, man.
No, it's not.
God damn it. Anyway, so the next big thing obviously in the NFL, we got the draft, which is a little over a month away.
Yep.
Yeah, can't wait. Man.
Will be
It's going to be interesting,
now,
man.
the draft is on a Thursday, obviously, but are we gonna go live that night? Or Angela, you gonna be around? You got a trip coming up.
I'll be around that night.
Oh, right, you leave the day after. Yeah,
Day after. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's the next big thing in football. I mean, for now, we got hockey. Obviously, we got the start of baseball.
Yep.
Again, Angelo, to echo what you said, the Japan thing is as it's even more ridiculous than the NFL playing in fucking London and all these other places.
It's Gator. What's going on, dude?
He'll have a lot the first 3 weeks, Gator, until he gets hurt again, and then he's out for about a month or two. You know.
Yeah.
Prior to him getting hurt, he'll be very effective. And Gator, you got to stay tuned because it will happen. Either I'm thinking now I'm going to push it off till maybe the start of the season, maybe draft night next month. I will burn my Saquon Barkley jersey live on this fucking show.
You know, Chris, you might be right. It might be Korea. I don't remember. Korea, Japan, seems wherever the fuck they're playing. It's not here. It's not fucking here. And the fact that it's a week before the rest of the season starts for everyone else is so fucking weird. Where are they getting like those extra days rest in between the season?
I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I get that there's a financial motivation for these big execs to want to do this type of stuff. But Major League Baseball, I'll say is a little bit different because there's always been teams from like they used to have the Montreal Expos. Like there wasn't always just teams that are in the United States. Football is a whole nother ballgame. It's called the National Football League. It is not the International Football League.
Yeah.
I hate games in London, Germany, Mexico. It's fucking so stupid.
Montreal is only a fucking couple hours away from some of these places. Korea, it's a fucking 14-hour flight, man.
I know.
If I'm a Dodger fan and I live in LA, I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch a game.
Korea, I think, is 17 hours. I think.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
2000 Mike Messina got a tapeworm or something. Yeah, there you go.
That's nuts.
I think a lot of the players, majority of players, I would say, probably like 90% of them fucking hate it.
Yeah. Oh, I would definitely hate it.
It's ridiculous, man. Totally ridiculous.
Chris, they do have a lot of flexibility at 10 men. I agree with that. I don't know what's going to happen with them. I don't know if they move up, move down, stay there and pick. I have no idea. They have a lot of flexibility now with what we've got in the free agency.
Yeah. So to switch gears for a minute, guys, we have an event coming up.
Yes.
In about 3 weeks. 3 weeks from this Sunday, actually. That we'd like to. I want to just bring it up. There is an event at. I'll still take a tackle. Yeah, Chris, that's a good move for the Jets right there. Go O-line, man. Go O-line. Let me just get some info up here.
Yeah, I'll let you take this one, Mike. You can handle that.
Yeah, no problem. Just give me 1 second to pull up some details on this. Angel, do you have a flyer you can just put up real quick?
Yes, sir.
There you go. So the event is called Pins for Pups. The contact, the woman that we know that's running it is her name is Therese McNulty, and her foundation is called Home Run Hounds, Animal Rescue Organization. Yeah. So I don't even know I won't be there. I'll hit you up. Yep, no problem, Chris. We'll get you involved. I'll speak to you when we're off the air. So it's going to be Sunday, April 14th at Levittown Lanes, and it's from 2 to 5. It's $30 a person, which gets you 3 games of bowling. That includes shoe rental,
Yep.
There'll be bounce houses outside for kids and some
Which is
games.
awesome, man.
Yeah, there's going to be snacks that they'll be selling. There's going to be giveaways. We're going to have more next week. Therese is going to be on with us, and she's going to have a lot more details to talk about with this. But we're going to be there. We'll have a booth set up. We're going to be doing some raffles, some giveaways. All the proceeds are going to go, excuse me, to the Home Run Hounds Animal Rescue Organization. So, next open. Field goals. You know what? Kicker was kind of.
They went through three. They went through three kickers.
We went through a couple of kickers.
Yeah, three kickers. I don't even think you can add them.
Yeah.
Make sure you add the miss against the Jets though.
Yeah, Pop. When I was in the fire department, when we did our Class A training, we used to have to shave completely because of the mask, or they wouldn't let you do it. And God, I hated doing that. Steven, I give you credit, man, because I hated doing that.
It's tough.
I haven't been clean in like 5-6 years now. I haven't had like a fully shaven face.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
But
Chris,
so anyway,
talking all this shit. We still haven't seen any videos of you fucking bowling, fucker.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, I don't want to toot our own horns here, but we're pretty good bowlers, man.
Yeah. Especially at Levittown Lanes.
Yeah, Levittown Lanes. I average like 215 at that fucking bowling alley, man. I tear it up there.
Here and you throw in bowling balls. Shit gets serious around there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So anyway, so the organization again is Home Run Hounds. They have a Facebook page. If you guys could go on there, look it up. Whatever we can do to support them. They basically they protect puppies and dogs from euthanization. They rescue them. They pay for transportation to ship them to other places or to get them to homes and foster homes, adoption homes. So they really go all out for dogs, and someone out there's got to protect the animals, right? At some point they can't protect themselves. So
yeah, that's it.
I think it's a great thing, and we're really excited to be part of it. And Levittown Lanes, as you know, we only did one event there, but Steven, especially, you and I, we grew up there, man, and they've always been great to us. And Artie Verdi, of course, is the one who got us involved in this, so big thanks to him. So next week, again, we'll have a lot more information on it. Therese will be on to talk about it, about some of the raffles that for stuff that's going to be raffled off. And again, all the proceeds will be going to this organization. We'll be making donations ourselves. We'll be raffling stuff off for donation money. So anything you guys can do, we really appreciate it. It's Home Run Hounds Animal Rescue at gmail.com. It's right there on the flyer. Yeah. And take a look at our pages, Instagram, Facebook. It's all over there. So again, April 14th, 2 to 5. So if you're in the area, if you can make it down, that'll be great to see you. Come over to Sports of Ages booth and make a donation to Home Run Hounds, man.
Definitely, man.
So more next week on that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man.
It should be a good day, man.
Yeah, I think so. I'm definitely looking for. I'm hoping the weather's nice because they're gonna have outdoor stuff for kids and everything. So I'm hoping to get a good day for it.
Yeah, definitely. That's it.
By the way, that groundhog on the news can kiss my ass because early spring bullshit. I'm going groundhog hunting after this fucking show tonight.
Why do we listen to this little fuck? Who the fuck gave him this power?
He's probably going. Wait, what? Yeah, he's probably going. Look at these assholes pulling me out of a tree stump, thinking that I know anything.
Yeah. Scurry off. Get this fucking asshole out of here with this shit.
65 and Chris, wasn't it snowing last week?
Yeah, fuck that. I don't think I could deal with the weather there, man. It's every week it's something different.
Like bipolar weather over there.
Yeah, 65, snow, rain, then it's hot. Fuck that.
Yeah. But I mean, today was cold, man. It was fucking cold.
It's windy.
Cold. It's fucking
that's the thing. Cold. Like, it's not just cold. Of course, it has to be. It's windy every single fucking day.
It's either windy or raining here every day now. I don't know.
It's nuts, man.
It's like
now, so it's 65 today, Chris, and it's going to snow on Sunday.
That's just nuts.
Go figure.
I don't know how you do it, dude. I don't get it.
It's too much.
I cannot do
so, if we're going to talk about this, you guys completely have to talk about it, and I'm just going to sit back and listen like the rest of our guests here, because there is not one thing that I could care less about when it comes to sports than the March Madness college football.
Oh, really?
I would rather watch women's fucking ping pong. Okay?
Come on.
I'd rather
It's
watch
not
the
bad.
blind women's ping pong tournament than watch anything that has to do with fucking college basketball. I hate it.
See, I don't like the intro rounds because even though I know you made it into the bracket, most of those end up being washes. Like
Yeah.
people get hosed in the first round, and then once you get to like the Sweet 16, that's when it's a lot of fun, man. You get
Really
the good
good,
teams,
yeah.
good matchups.
Especially when you
I
have
wouldn't
one guy-
even. I wouldn't even know who's in it. St. John's? I don't know.
It's just
Hofstra?
saying-
I don't fucking know.
It's the same teams every year. Your Kentucky's, your Dukes, North Carolina, Michigan State. You get your off,
There's a bunch of other smaller schools too that make it in, and then like a couple years ago we had Loyola made
Cinderella
the,
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
they made the Final Four, the Elite Eight, and like they were a team coming in that no one thought they were even going to win the opening round. So like seeing a team
Yeah.
like that come out and beat Kansas or Kentucky, it's it's awesome, man. You gotta check it out.
And by the way,
Anything-
nothing against blind women ping pong players, by the way. I'm all for you. Go nuts.
If you're not gonna watch the men's at all, Mike, which I know you're not gonna watch this either, but if you're not gonna watch the men's, you should totally check out the women's this year. I think it's the best it's ever been. I'd rather watch the women's this
The
year. than
women's
men's.
college.
The women's college was good. Yeah. this
Okay.
year was good.
Fucking the bracket is
Um,
phenomenal.
I'll
Iowa,
give it
oh
a shot.
my god.
And honestly, I mean, it's realistically about betting with this. People love betting
Oh,
on this
yeah.
stuff, man.
Making
This is
a bracket.
raking in so much money. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always fun.
Is Jim Harbaugh coaching the men's college team?
No. They won't let him know anywhere near that building. They got him out of there as fast as they could.
Did Jim Harbaugh really have a yard sale at his house that he's selling?
I saw that. Yeah, I think so.
Why
That's
not?
fucking awesome. Imagine walking down the street and seeing Jim Harbaugh and his wife outside. selling all
So
their
someone
shit.
posted and they were like, this is the most Jim Harbaugh thing ever. A
Yeah.
yard sale at the coach's house.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Ugh.
But yeah, again, I know nothing about it. I don't know who's in it. And now here's the thing: like, it starts now, like this week?
Yeah, it started today.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is not an all March thing because they call it March Madness, so it's not the whole month of March. It just
No, it
takes
just
place the end of
happens.
March.
And
It
yeah.
starts, from now, and it'll end like the last week of. Actually, no, it'll end.
Probably it's got to be
Yeah,
April.
Into April. It'll end into
Yeah.
April.
Harbaugh buys his khakis at Walmart. Good for him. Man.
Yeah, why not?
He's like Adam Sandler, man. Never switched up.
Yeah.
You know,
Since Pistol Pete left, who the hell was Pistol Pete?
Pete Maravich, come on.
Who? Who is he? Anybody know who Pistol Pete is?
Pete Maravich.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Mike is like the whitest white guy ever. Doesn't know
I know.
anything about basketball.
I know nothing about it, man. I know a lot about the pros. I know
Come
a
on.
decent amount about pro basketball.
He was like a really good white dude playing, man. You got to pay him some homage here.
I don't know, man. I know Larry Bird. That's who I know.
Yeah, you should totally check out the women's bracket, man. It's sick. Iowa
But now,
has
with all
the
these
best
games
player in
going
the
on,
world.
aren't there games during the day too? Like when you're at work,
Yeah.
there's games.
Yeah,
going
oh
on?
yeah.
Yeah.
These things start
I
like
mean, I'll
11
still
o'clock in the
follow.
morning.
Then it'll give me something to distract me from having to work. I'll stream the shit and just sit back and watch that shit at work. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Knicks play the Nuggets tonight. That's a good match.
That's in Denver, isn't it?
It's in Denver, yeah.
Yeah. You notice the Rangers in Boston are wearing opposite uniforms tonight. The Rangers are wearing their home uniform on the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Usually they wear white on the road.
That's weird.
But that's always how it was years ago when I was growing up. The home team in hockey always wore white at home.
White, yeah, yeah.
And then they changed it, they changed it like the early 2000s, and all of a sudden they went to dark at home.
Gotcha. I wish Panarin would shoot a little more. Not gonna lie. Starting to piss me off. Every time he has a fucking breakaway, he stops and looks for a pass first.
Well, the playoffs are approaching. Here he goes back into playoff mode where he's just going to pass the puck.
I mean, you can't fucking make it up, dude. You literally cannot make this shit up.
A telltale sign that scared me with Panarin was against Carolina a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Playing a team that plays very tough defensively. They clog the neutral zone.
Yeah.
They have a tough forecheck. Panarin disappears.
Yeah.
He disappeared in that game. He was nowhere to be found. And it's like if teams figure that out and they watch the tape and they say, oh, so that's all we got to do to shut Panarin down. In the playoffs, once again, he will be invisible.
It could be another quick exit.
Yeah. look, I think the Rangers have a very good team. They're definitely well coached. They have great goaltending. If the Rangers get knocked out in the first round, I'm not going to be surprised.
I wouldn't be either, honestly.
Yeah,
not gonna shock me.
It's starting to scare me a little bit here too, man.
They're not playing great hockey right now. I'm sorry, they're not.
No, I mean it's cool. We're beating the shit out of the Islanders and these teams that just aren't that great. But it's like I feel like every time we play a Winnipeg, I feel like the only team that we're beating that has a winning record is fucking Carolina.
Yeah,
Every other team that is really good, we're losing.
we just seem to have their number. But like when the game the other night, so I go to my jiu-jitsu class, come home, I have it DVR'd, and halfway through the second period, I'm like, the Rangers, they're going to lose. You can just tell it had that atmosphere.
Yeah.
They had that sluggish. Kreider looked like shit. Miller was making. What the fuck is Keandre Miller? This guy makes passes where, like, if I saw someone do that in a roller hockey game at 15 years old, I'd be fucking pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Trash disposal.
Islanders are fucking trash disposal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a little questionable, man. I'm not sure. I don't know. I was feeling real high on them, a month ago from today, but where it stands now, man, a lot of our defenders are hurt or just not playing great. Panarin, I mean, his points are still up there, but he's kind of slowed down a lot.
He has.
Mika still isn't scoring enough. Kreider hasn't done shit.
Mika's definitely playing better. That's for sure.
He's playing better.
Yeah, he improved for sure, but
Mika was never playing like shit. He just wasn't scoring.
just wasn't.
You look at what he's on pace to have about 80 points. Which is it's nothing to sneeze at in the league.
Solid season, but
really good season
compared to what we're used to, though. I mean,
and look, we're all Ranger fans, right? Does anyone else get the vibe that, like, I get the feeling that anything short of a Stanley Cup final appearance is an epic fucking failure this year?
For sure.
We've held first place in our division for over 140 days.
Especially after not being buyers at the deadline. We didn't get any type of big name to help us out. I mean, I like the guys we got, but
so do I.
None of them are, game
nothing
changers.
Nothing groundbreaking here.
We didn't have a move like the Carolina did with Gensel or something like that.
Florida,
Tarasenko.
Florida.
These guys are going all over.
We did it last year. And it got us nowhere.
Yeah, it's true. So you never know, man.
I really like Roslovic on the line.
I like Roslovic
Mika
too.
and Kreider. I really like him. He's a hell of a skater.
I still wish we could have worked something out to get Vetrano back, though.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
I was taking Vetrano back, especially because how he was when he was on the Rangers in the playoffs. I mean, he was fucking awesome that year, man.
He was all over the rank, man.
Yeah,
he really was. That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
2 years ago,
yeah. Hockey.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I mean, it's true.
That is true. You just never know.
A lot of it has to do with the hot goalie too. And look, the one thing I'll say for the Rangers that Igor found his game at the right time, and maybe he can steal a series for us here. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Mike Elefante, what's up? Oh, I would have totally taken Zook back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That would have been huge.
Did you guys see the stat line the other night that Zuccarello has the second most points in the history of the NHL by an undrafted player?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man.
Definitely. That's sick. Good for him, man.
Yeah, Chris, I could see goaltending. Like, if we meet Carolina right away, which the way the stand is going to work out, we're not going to probably. But, we have an advantage in goaltending over Carolina for sure.
Yeah.
Their goaltending's not bad, but it's not on that elite level, like some of these other teams are.
Yeah. Exactly.
That son of a bitch on Winnipeg.
Nasty.
Connor Hellebuyck. I mean,
good, man.
You can't beat that guy, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy, and he's big. He takes up a lot of room, and his positioning is perfect. Everything about
he's
him.
fucking nasty, man. He is absolutely nasty.
Oh yeah, Chris. Igor will be on a short leash in the playoffs. He comes out and has a shit fest in the first and second period. First period alone in the game. He's getting pulled.
Mm-hmm. Any team that has two goalies of this caliber, if your starter is coming out shitty, you got to pull him fast.
You got to make the move.
Look what could have happened to the Rangers again 2 years ago. If we didn't pull Igor when we did, the Rangers don't make it as far as we went.
No.
That year.
Georgiev saved us.
Yeah.
Maybe he can get Ohtani to play center. He's not going to be playing baseball.
I saw something today. Ohtani should quit baseball for 2 years, go play basketball for a little bit, and then come back once the noise, once the smoke clears.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta look something up. You guys can just keep talking for a second. I gotta look this up here
All right,
because there's something I want to mention on here.
You got it.
Tell me more about college basketball, gentlemen.
Fuck, I don't know much about the men's this year, but you definitely, I'm telling you, dude,
Yeah,
check out the women's.
The women's it's pretty good.
South
man.
Carolina, they're undefeated. They haven't lost this year. They're fucking insane. They have their three best players are all 6'3", big fucking girls, man. They shoot all over, play really good defense. They're tough. LSU too, really tough team around the perimeter, good shooting. Defense again for them is key. And then Iowa, you have Caitlin Clark, who's arguably the best woman playing basketball right now. She's fucking phenomenal, dude. I mean, this girl is nuts. She broke the NCAA all-time scoring record between men and women. She's scary good, man. She pulls up from
impressive.
She pulls up from half court like it's a free throw.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wild, man. The confidence in shooting is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I want to see if I could get her record-breaking shot on here. Hold on.
Yeah,
I like
the Knicks are hot, man.
I like what she said after the shot too. She's like, oh, if I'm gonna break the record, I got to do it in style. She knew she was doing a half quarter for the record.
She's a beast.
That's pretty
man.
cool. You got something to pull up, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to load here. I'm making sure this is the right video.
Well, while you're waiting for that, the East Meadow girls high school basketball team won the AA Long Island Championship.
Oh shit!
And there was a big write up in Newsday about it, and the girl who hit the winning shot and is probably the best player on the team, or one of at least, is my friend Mark from Ready and 10, the guitar player. It's his daughter, Charlotte.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
so cool. Awesome.
You can Google her name and look it up, and she had her picture in Newsday and a big write up about her and stuff.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah, she was killing it, and she's actually going to she got accepted into Notre Dame.
Wow,
which is
awesome.
Which is not an easy school to get into, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
talk about a proud dad moment, huh?
Absolutely, absolutly, and
sick.
she's also overcome a lot medically and stuff, which I won't get into right now. But it's just an incredible story. I've known this girl since she's probably, she's 17, 3.
What's up,
3 years
Artie?
old?
What's up,
3
Artie?
years old, 4 years old. Artie, what's happening, brother? Artie, we just did a big shout out about April 14th, so we're letting everybody know. We're going to continue to spread the word, so we appreciate you, brother. You're the best.
Here let's see if I can make sure you guys can see this before I start it. You guys can see this or no?
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
All right, so this was to break the woman's, I believe, record. So that was her. She needed 8 points to break it. She scored the first 8 points. Layup, that shot, and then watch this next shot, dude. It's easy for her.
Recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
Splash.
She's hitting that Steph Curry type of shot, man.
Yeah, and it's easy, bro. She's fucking nasty. She really is nasty. And it was awesome. It was Wednesday. Yeah, exactly, Gator. it was a Wednesday, and her family's from Iowa. It was I think the game was in Iowa. All of her family was, of course, there, and her little sister is in, I think, 2nd grade. So she walked out onto the floor with her little sister before the game and everything. So her sister missed school and everything. Everyone came from the family.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah, super cool, man. I mean, the girl, she's like a class act. She doesn't say much. She talks shit when it's necessary, but she backs it up, man. She's averaging 35 points a night. She's fucking nasty.
Good for her, man.
And she just pulls up. You see how easy that was? She just pulled up like it was nothing. She looked like
no
Steph
problem.
Curry.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, if you're still on, Artie, We started off at the top of the hour about Chris Simon passing away. I know he was on the Islanders. Did you ever have any run-ins with him? Did you know him personally or anything? If you're still here, if you can comment on that, would be great. I know he's definitely had a storied past. You know, I can guard.
I don't think the four of us together can guard her, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, probably not.
She's also 6'2".
Not without a personal foul getting involved.
Yeah.
She's 6'2", can shoot you out the gym, dribble, and play defense. I want no part of her.
No. Yeah, I've always had I've always considered myself pretty athletic until I get on a basketball court.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
I can't play basketball to save my life, man. It was never my thing.
I can shoot, but I can't dribble or do any of that other stuff. Put me in the corner and pass me the ball. I'll shoot it.
Yeah,
that's about it.
The hoop's this fucking big. I can put a hockey puck in a corner that's like 3 inches big, but I can't put that fucking ball in the hoop, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I can never do it.
Completely different games, man. I mean,
Mike Elefante, by the way, I like a serious attitude on the podcast, by the way. That's an inside joke, guys, which I will not tell on here. I might have told it on here actually once, but I'm not going to tell it again if I didn't. I hope I didn't. Jesus Christ. But so anyway, I don't have much more in the way of notes or anything, gentlemen.
I think that's all I got too, man. I was just gonna say.
Next week I will not be around on Thursday. I think we said we're going to switch nights. Maybe we'll be back to Wednesday next week.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk to the woman that works the the desk at the jiu-jitsu gym I go to.
Okay.
I want to get you guys to come down one night and go live while I'm training. So
you
can show everyone watching me getting the shit kicked out of me
by a 14-year-old again.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Again, yeah. Exactly. I'm going to give some guy like some big black belt like $150. Like, dude, just do me a favor. You got to take a fall for me, man.
Yeah. Like the scene in Grown Ups when Adam Sandler fucking, I forgot. I think it might have been with Stone Cold, honestly. Oh, dude. Stone Cold was the fucking bully in high school, big tough guy, and Adam Sandler let him come to the Halloween party and told him, "You have to let me confront you in front of the whole party." So Adam Sandler's pushing him and shoving him, telling, "Get out of here."
Pop, relax, okay? Oh no, wait, is that your dad?
Yeah.
12. Jesus. He was 14.
13 and a half, but who's counting?
Yeah. He actually turned 14 the night before.
Yeah.
So
and his birthday gift was kicking the shit out of a 43-year-old.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God. Michael Power in the house. There we go.
What up?
Goodbye.
Mike, what's the update on your neighbor? All right, you know what? I'm going to give you an update actually because Kathy and I were talking about this last night. I've been seeing him. Okay, he's a great guy. This is not being mean to him whatsoever. I've seen him walking around a lot, up and down the block. He always goes for runs. He goes to the gym a lot. His car has not been there. So I don't know if it's been in the shop. I don't know if it got repoed. I don't know what the fuck happened here, man. But his car is not. His car has not been there. I don't know what the hell happened to it, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty strange.
That's funny.
All right.
Wow, I can actually read the comments, man. I'm gonna have to wear these glasses every week, I think.
Do it, fuck it, man.
Now I don't have to have the laptop 6 feet away from me when I do this.
Yeah.
I gotta go soon because I definitely need them. Staring at the screen all day is killing me.
I think that's probably why my eyes are so shot. And they have been for a while. I've just been in denial about it. But I've been staring at a computer every day since I'm fucking 18 at work, you know?
Yep, the same.
So anyway, that's all I had, gentlemen.
Yeah, me too, man. That's really it.
All right. Hopefully the Rangers can get their heads out of their asses.
And come back. Stay.
Fuck you, Mike Elefante.
Look out. We'll see. I'm not sure what day we're going to do next week, but we'll talk, boys, and we'll post it up, of course. We'll definitely be live, though. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah, definitely. And
that's awesome.
We'll see. And don't forget, April 14th, really good event at South Levittown Lanes. More to come next week with Therese McNulty on as our guest. And we'll have a really good conversation with her, and we'll thank her for what she does. She's a good person.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to it, man. So thank you all. And
We'll see you guys next week.
Jets, Jets. Yeah. On that note, we're gonna log off.
Fuck yeah. Bye.
See you guys.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week.
Night, guys.